Hey Libra, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. This is going to be a general message for Libra, cross-watcher, anybody that's drawn here. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. If none of this hits home, just try a different message or a different reader. No offense will be taken. My night was completely ruined, and now your day has to be. No, I'm just playing. You guys really want protection stuff, and I will absolutely come with the protection videos. Right now, though, as I am organizing everything and getting it ready to do a big video on it, I've come across some information that blew even my mind that I didn't even know, and I feel like it needs to be addressed ASAP. So if you are not of Native American or African descent, you do not need to be burning Palo Santo and white sage. These are closed practices, and people outside of these bloodlines that are asking help from those ancestors that aren't theirs, there is karma for that. It's like opening a tomb that you shouldn't have opened, or pulling a cauldron out of the water and not just putting it the fuck back and leaving, minding your business, right? It's like that. So I had to get rid of mine last night because I have permission from some in each culture, but not all, and I'm not comfortable with that. So I just got rid of it. Incense sticks that a lot of us use for smudging, yeah, that is a cancer-causing carcinogen. Incense sticks, unless you know for a fact you're getting the real deal from the real deal, and it's the real deal, then okay, fine. But outside of that, it's a fuck no for me, okay? And then there was one other, the Tibetan sound bowls, the singing bowls. That is some really demonic new age stuff. Come to find out, you are not going to find anything in literature about these things, the Tibetan sound bowls, singing bowls, before the 1970s. Do you know why? Because they weren't around. The culture it comes from is a very word of mouth type of culture, okay? But for nothing to have been written down about it for us to understand until 1970s, it's very fishy. So you have been warned. I will come with more protection stuff for you guys, but like, just so as you know, that is stuff that I didn't want to wait for the video to share with you. As always, use your protective orb, that white bubble that you create around you, and ask your ancestors. Find out what your heritages are, right? We're going to get into color theory. We're going to get into numbers like Libra. I believe your lucky days are Tuesdays and Saturdays. I know that your safe color is black, but your lucky color is pink, believe it or not. If you have any kind of royal ancestry at all, purple is a great color for you. Actually, the history of how purple even became a color in clothing is wild. It took so much to make an article of clothing purple that it was highly revered, and only those of royal caliber were wearing purple. So anyways, we'll get into all of that, but I wanted to come on and give you guys just a couple of things that we needed to talk about real quick. And now let's get into, I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread with the Lightseers Tarot. Okay, so first up, current energy is the Star. I'm hearing healing and helping. That's really all that you're focused on right now, is healing and helping. There might even be somebody that, people might think you guys are like rivals or enemies, or you don't get along. You're actually praying for this person behind the scenes. They don't realize that they have blessings coming in because you sent them. Even if you were to tell somebody, I'm so glad that made it to you and blah, 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 they wouldn't believe you. They would think that you're just taking credit for their hard work type deal, which is fine because we're not sending the blessings to get the hype, right? We're recognizing that somebody is going through it. And even if they put us through some stuff, it wasn't fun for us. We know it's not fun for them, right? And then there's also in the back of your mind, hurt people. So if they don't hurt so much, maybe the people around them won't hurt so much. Really just healing and helping. That's all you're really trying to do right now. Just trying to make things a little bit better for everybody. That way we can all relax, because it's hard on everybody. I also feel like you're aware that there is a bigger enemy that's the real issue, not this everyday people doing everyday stuff, right? Even if it is a consistent thing that's happened over and over and over, there's something within that keeps bringing that out. We have to go within and find out what that is. And I think you did. And now you're probably trying to share that for others so that they can work on it too. If they're ready, if they're even open to hearing this, you know, not everybody's about that life. 4 of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah, man. I'm also getting something about a dream. Oh my gosh. I'm hearing Bruno Mars talking to the moon, trying to get to you, with hopes you're on the other side, talking to me too. Am I a fool for sitting here talking to the moon? Interesting. The moon and the stars. 4 of Swords and the Hierophant. So this is you having an easy path right now because you've cleared the obstacles is what I'm getting. Things are going to be moving a lot smoother for you. I love that that's the incoming energy here. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Happily ever after, literally in a card. Like, things are going a lot smoother for you. I feel like you got extra energy at the end of the day and you're just trying to help those in need, especially the survivors of the storms that have been coming through. And, oh my goodness, there's so much going on right now. But there's a lot of displacement there. And I think that you're just putting your energy into helping these people, right? In the foundation, we have the Wheel. 10. It is the 10th month of the year. The Wheel of Fortune has been coming out a lot. Fortune, favor. You are actually very powerful. When you pray for people, especially if it's your enemies, like, there's a reason you are held in the high honor that you are. Because it takes a lot to look at your ex and say, I don't want to do this on again, off again thing with them. So maybe just send the right person in for them so that they can go do that and I can go do this, and we don't have to negatively impact each other because we can't fight these feelings and blah, 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 right? And then that person actually has their person come in and they get to live out their happy, you know, have a happy relationship, if I can find my words. And they have no idea that you're the reason that they have that relationship. Like, they have no idea that you're the one that linked the two of them together. They have no fucking clue. But you do. You know. Some of you journaled it. Some of you made notes. Could be a mental note as well. I'm so curious to see if this works. I'm hearing somebody say, I'm so curious to see if this works. It does. I've done it. I've done it. Let's see. Yeah, 10 of Cups. In the recent past. This makes you happy. Because now everybody can be happy, whether it's together or just, you know, not together physically. Everybody gets to be happy. Look, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment at the bottom of the deck here. What is crowning for Libra? What is crowning for Libra? That's another 10, by the way. 10-10. Maybe October 10, something big is happening. Or this is just signaling a lot of wrapping up some chapters, closing out some cycles. And I know that's right, because I wouldn't be getting all this random information. Well, it's not random, but I mean, I wouldn't be getting all this new information about, hey, just so you know, and having to change things around, right? We're all doing that. But right now I feel like you're in a place where you're trying to help others. Yeah, what's crowning you is your spiritual work. Oh, my nose. It's the tip of my nose too. Your spiritual work, that's all you're thinking about right now. What can I do with this energy? Some of you might even have like a gift that you're trying to work with. And so in practicing with this gift, you're choosing some people that would never expect, right? Never expect that you're sending something to them. It's obviously very positive, very healing, We have the Star and the Four of Swords. This is very, 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 very healing on a big level and on a day-to-day level. Big healing here. Interesting how I'm talking about that, and I went to reach for my vape, and I don't have it. No, that's my hair clip. I don't know. I don't even know where I put it. Oh, well. Is it up from dishes? Nope. Probably left it in the bathroom. Anyways, what's the near future for Libra? Somebody's money is looking better because of you. I think you... Okay, hold on. Slow down, please. That was so much. Someone here is about to bless an enemy. They're not an enemy, but they think you guys are on the outs. But it's actually like, there's witnesses. Either you're saying something like, wow, I really hope that, you know, that works out for them. Or like, and it's so freaking genuine. Like everyone around can tell that you actually mean it. You're not just saying it to be nice. Like you actually genuinely mean it. And that's getting back to them. Or maybe surprise, they're standing right behind you when you said it. Like there's something about an audience. There's something about witnesses. Oh, court. The Hierophant, court. Maybe you're laying something to rest in court. Like, I don't want to pursue this. Or let's go ahead and waive that. Nine of Cups, King of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, this person is going to remember this moment. I think you have a tendency of constantly wowing people. They've never met anybody like you. You've gone through so many ego deaths, though. Like, you've been humbled. I feel like you humble yourself. And you'd rather face the facts than live out some sugar-coated bullshit. A lot of people don't have it in them to do what you do, but that's why you're highly sought after. You are looked up to. You are a leader. People hold on to moments with you, stories from you, examples and ways that you are moving. People are like, I want to adapt that into my life because I see how magically, I see how beautifully it's playing out for them. And I know that that's the kind of life I want to live. So why don't I just become the change that I want? Why don't I start doing that? And lo and behold, it works out phenomenally for everybody, right? There's something so concrete about your spiritual work that those that interact with you are automatically receiving downloads. Like just thinking about you, their ears are going to ring, or you know what I mean? Like, I kind of get this feeling that you are opening this door of potentialities that people didn't even know were a thing. When you're like, wait a minute, that's an option? I can do that? That's an option? I know when I was an adult and I wanted one place for dinner, but my friend or, you know, whoever was with me wanted to eat somewhere else, I'm like, why don't we just go to both? And they look at me like, we can do that? Yes, we can do that. What do you mean? And I still do that to this day with my children. What do you want? Well, I want this. Well, I want that. So why don't we do this one first? And right? Whatever makes the drive smoother, right? Eight of Cups. What else? Eight of Swords. 8. Eights are about cycles, but they're also about karma. 2 and 2. Pentacles, Swords, and Pentacles. I didn't know that was an option. And now you're walking away. See, and I love the way that this played out because The Seven of Cups is having all these options and you have to choose. The Eight of Cups is recognizing that what you're looking for is not within these 7 cups. So the Eight of Cups is when you walk away from those options and search for the 9th cup, which we got the 9th cup is in your near future. And what follows that is the 10 of Cups, which you've already accessed. If anything, right now, I feel like you are doing a... what do they call that? Where you look back on a situation and you're like, let me just, oh my gosh, I did that. And you're backtracking and you're like, holy cow. And you see how you were doing something so awesome, but you didn't realize what you were doing at the time. You didn't realize that that was a whole path you were on at the time. So this kind of feels to me like some of you guys are maybe doing that. And well, while you look back, as you look back, you're realizing, oh my gosh, wait a minute, that's right. This is an option. This is a choice. So it's almost like you get to the end and then you realize there's other things you can bring in with you too, which doesn't usually happen. That's not usually how it works. So this is pretty cool. I like this. For some of you, it's a people. It's a people that get to come with you now. Why? Because they watched how it worked for you and now they're going to go ahead and do it, right? Like you were the human test subject, right? And now they're like, well, there's obviously something to that. I am getting color theory big time. Oh. I'm getting color theory big time here. Yeah, that's the Four of Swords. It's just so much easier now. It's so relaxing. It doesn't take as much effort, energy, or like... feel like something's not as stressful because now you understand. Now you get it. So just all that tension, phew, gone like that. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Now you know. And now others know too. How is the universe viewing Libra here? You have Aquarius, Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo on the board so far. 3 of Wands. The Divine has told you a little bit about what's next, and they see that you're focused on it. They're viewing you as psychic. I'm actually getting that this is people around you as well are starting to like really see, holy shit, so-and-so is gifted, you know? They really can see things or know things before they happen. For the longest time, I was so convinced that God did make a mistake with me because how come I can do all this weird shit and nobody else does? How come I see these things and nobody else sees these things except for people in horror movies, right? I really thought I was the next Emily Rose or like some kind of Antichrist, you know, Satan's child type shit. No. God gave us these gifts, guys. And he asked us to use them. And people want to shame on crystals, but God's armor was made of 12 crystals. What do you mean it's demonic? Like, make up my mind. There's something here about you had to carve your own path. You had to make your own way. You encountered obstacles that nobody else had even heard of, and you found a way to get through them. Like, but you don't broadcast this. You don't go telling everybody this. You're not being egotistical and full of yourself, pig-headed because of this, right? I hear people talking in the background. But I feel like that's what's going on here too. Like people are talking about you. People are talking about this in the background. You're a conversation piece right now at many tables, in many rooms. Some of these people you don't even know. You might not meet in this lifetime, but they know you. And they like you. 6 of Cups and the Fool. This is reminding me of that dream. I was channeling something about a dream. You or somebody else having a dream about each other. It could be a past loved one coming to visit you. It could be somebody that you haven't seen in a while. You haven't caught up with in a while. Some people come back for a reason. take a moment to see how different they are. That's what I'm getting. I'm not sure. I don't think there's any malice here. I don't think there's any nastiness. Someone's definitely expecting that because maybe they feel they deserve it a little bit, but I'm just not getting that. I don't sense any hurt or angry or upset in your heart towards this person. I think that you understand what happened between you guys, and you guys just kind of have different perspectives on it right now. But maybe that's why you're visiting each other in the dream space. One of you needs to see that it's okay. There's not some kind of crazy tension here. Nobody's shooting shots through the ethers. Nobody's stubbing their toe and cursing you because they think it was you. Nobody's doing that. You don't have names in jars and shit. You know, it's your name's not in the freezer type deal. Like, there's something about, I didn't expect you to be so kind. I didn't expect you to be so genuine. I didn't expect you to be so bloody brilliant is what I'm hearing. And then I'm hearing somebody else. They're like, how are you still so nice? How are you still so kind? How the fuck can you have compassion after what I put you through? Like, somebody doesn't feel like they deserve it. They want you to chew them out. They feel like that's a part of their karma. That's going to help them feel better. But like, you already found forgiveness in your heart without ever hearing the apology. You never needed the apology. You just need to understand that other people have a different walk. People come from different paths. Everybody fucking hurts, you know? But everybody reacts differently to it. Essentially, you love on a level this person has never fucking seen in the flesh before until you. Some of you need to recognize you really are an angel. You're not like everybody else. You're not. And then situations like this happen where people come in and they're like, why are you so nice? I don't deserve it. You do, though. You don't need me to chew you out. What you need is a fucking hug. You need someone to understand that hurt people do nasty things. You were hurt. And it hurt me, and it took everything in me not to react and retaliate. But I was able not to do that because I understood you were hurt. As much as I was hurt and didn't have to care that you were, I did. Sorry. It's very emotionally charged. I wonder if your higher self visited this person in a dream and there was like some kind of forgiveness that took place. And this person is shook. They're in shock. So they're acting kind of weird. But they're processing. Like, what the fuck was that? They did not see it coming. They were not expecting this. Right? Somebody that wanted to isolate you so you felt alone. And you can see how alone they really are, even surrounded by people that they love in a crowded fucking room on a holiday. That's why you hold compassion for them when they don't hold any for you. You understand why they're mean to you. You understand why they do it. What's the outcome? I forgot I was still pulling cards. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Hierophant, I'm sorry, we already had that. The Hanged Man. You guys have different perspectives. But regardless, this person sees good in you that I feel like somebody regrets letting you slip right through their fingers. They feel like you slipped right through their fingers and they regret it. They regret it. They regret it. I'm not saying that you've got the kind of compassion and niceness in you to let this person come back in, but I can definitely see that you would at least be willing to sit with this person and hear them out. You know? Or maybe, like I said, maybe your higher self went and talked with them in a dream last night. Either way, I feel like once upon a time, somebody saw you as like a threat or something like that. But now they're like, damn, they're actually a real one. That's actually somebody that, you know, you want to hold on to. And I don't know, at least there's some kind of like respect between the two of you guys where, you know, there's no hard feelings and stuff. So like if they were to hear about you or, you know, find out what you got going on, and they could be happy for you now instead of thinking you hate them type deal, right? Anyways, Knight of Swords, the Emperor, Six of Swords. Why do I feel like this has to do with the police? Or maybe this is other people looking at the situation and saying, holy shit, maybe we've all been wrong about somebody this whole time. So this could be like their entourage, right? Their group of friends and family that they go and vent to when they complain about somebody, and their friends and family like take their side and they're like, yeah, I hate them too. You know what I mean? Shit, well, now I don't like them after hearing what you just said, right? Like, I feel like everybody's kind of looking at this like, whoa, nobody was expecting you to react the way you did, because you're really, somebody didn't get to know you all the way before they went and made a bunch of judgments about you. Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Moon. Yeah, you don't know the cross everyone has to bear. You don't know what everybody's going through. You never fucking know. You don't. I feel like you remind yourself of that every single day because it happens to you every single day, right? Other people don't know what you go through. They don't know the fights that you fought. They don't know the battles that you've gone through. They don't know the emptiness you had to go through in order to eventually be everything you need. They don't understand that you had to lose everything around you so that you could realize everything you need is fucking in here. They don't understand what you've been through and the things that you've had to be okay with. That's why you have a different perspective, because you've had to deal with it. You've had to put up with, you've had to be okay with in the meantime until things can change, right? I also think you have this ability to help other people transmute their own burdens, their pains that they carry with them. You help them to understand it in a way that when it's healed, it's actually healed. I'm hearing through and through. I also feel like there's this mystery about you, this mysterious, I want to know more, I want to learn more. I feel like maybe once upon a time they thought you were confused. They didn't understand. It wasn't confusion. And it was your intuition. There were things you knew that there's no way you could know. And that can be very intimidating to people. Until they realize that they can do it too. Like, everyone has intuition. Everyone. Everyone. Not everybody is going to have all the gifts in every lifetime, but everybody does have intuition. And I think this person's really been working on themselves. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe that's what's going to be happening in the near future. You're going to find out that somebody's... I don't know. Oh, wait. What's at the bottom of the deck before I move on? Page of Pentacles. I was just thinking if this was going to be some kind of face-to-face, there'd have to be some pages here. I don't see any. And then, boom, there's a page right there. So maybe Maybe they'll, oh shit. There's 2 pages. Yeah, I'm hearing word on the street. Word on the street. Libra's approachable. Somebody is wanting to reach out. Now is like the perfect time because you are in such a good place. Like, now is a good time. I don't know if they know that, but I just feel like you've been so level-headed. You've been so clear. You've been so present. I'm also hearing that someone wants to be able to support you. And I don't think it's like in a financial way. I really feel it's emotional. I think somebody wants to be a good friend, be a confidant. And this could be somebody that's already a really good friend and confidant, and they're just honored to have that role. They might be saying that to you at some point. I am so proud to call you my friend. I am so grateful that we crossed paths. You know, I feel like a lot of people are going to be showing gratitude to you here. Oh my God, 31 minutes, Libra. It's felt like 5 minutes. 31:13 on the timer. Yeah, that's a mystery, I'll say. I welcome clear vision and inspired action. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be some kind of a change here. Somebody knows that now is a great time to approach you. I don't really know what they want to talk about, but again, this is a very light-hearted conversation. This is going a lot better than they expected. Honestly, this could just be somebody that, you know, you've been busy living life, they've been busy living life, and you just haven't caught up in a spell. So, you know, you're reaching out to say, hey, just checking in. How are you? How's the family? You know, but it could also be somebody that I really think the enemy or whatever, somebody thought you guys were like mortal enemies or whatever. I think that one is happening in the dream space. I don't think that one's necessarily going to be physical, but it could. It could. There is medicine in my shadow. I love this card so much. What's the point of going toe-to-toe with somebody when neither of you really want to be fighting and there's much bigger wars to fight? Who gives a fuck about the little wars? Let the dishes go for a day or two. Who gives a shit? Right? Everything else is taken care of. Who cares? You know, it took a lot for me the other day because I've been putting some weight on. My PCOS is out of fucking control. And I was laughing with my daughter last weekend and I told her, I love how I gained weight, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. As long as I'm there, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what I look like. It doesn't matter if... There's something so powerful about your presence, Libra. Somebody misses it. There is medicine in your shadow. When I let others shine, I shine too. I fucking know that's right. When I let others shine, I shine too. You've had your moment in the sun. Now what's really going to make you happy is watching everybody else have their moment. Because you're not standing up here alone. That's boring. Nobody's lucky number is 1. It's lonely. For the longest time, I didn't have a lucky number, so I just said, I don't know, 2. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because 1's too lonely, and 3, somebody might feel like third wheel left out, so 2. 2 is my favorite number, and for the longest time, that's why it was. It's not my favorite number, or lucky whatever. I have a synchronistic number. It's followed me my entire life. But yeah, so that's my number now, and it's much bigger than 2. But for the longest time, it was 2 for that reason. And I feel like that little example right there basically sums up you. I am ready. Thank you. And we're going to leave it right there. Look at that. 13. Lucky number 13. I keep seeing 13, and that's my birthday. I'm so excited. It's so close. I don't usually get excited about my birthday because, like, really not so great things have happened around my birthday, but this year feels different. I think this year it's going to be a lot of really good things happening. And you guys are a big, big part of that. So let me put an animal spirit oracle on this and we'll wrap. Look at that. Be here now with wombat spirit. Hi, Grandma. Peacock spirit, let it shine. Her birthday is exactly 2 weeks after mine, so this will be our first year without her. Grandma, don't make me cry. I just did my makeup. You know, what's actually blowing my mind is just how fast she's learning how to do things on that side. Blown away. Absolutely blown away. If you have anybody on the other side, even if they recently passed, like this year, I'm telling you, there's something about the learning curve is wild. Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation, and it's a 6. Harmony, balance, family, past, memories, innocence, new. Of course, they demonize that one because that one actually means a lot. There's only one other. Oh, no, there are 2. You have 6 of Swords and Cups. Yeah, this is innocent stuff coming your way. New things being placed on your path or that you are being placed in front of. Interesting because where I have the 6 of Cups in the goal, we also have the Fool. That's all about new stuff right there, taking a leap of faith. And then in the outcome where we had the other one is the Ace of Wands. New stuff. So definitely something to that. Lay a solid foundation so that what comes to you won't crumble or knock down what you've already got going, right? Anyways, I'm going to leave this right here. I hope this helps who it needs to, how it needs to. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, mwah, stay beautiful.